Post-production 90s here. I don't know why I forget this, but the series name, and I missed it in the first video too, is Everything Philly Sports. And this specific series is Everything Eagles. So this is the second episode of that. And I can't believe I keep missing this because this is my new rebranded series of the Philly Sports Talk series. So, yep. So welcome to another episode of Everything Philly Sports, Everything Eagles, the second episode of it. Gosh, don't know why I keep missing it. Hope you still enjoy the video. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's 90s here, and I'm back with another video. Today, we're going to be talking about the aftermath of the Patriots-Eagles games where we traveled on the road to Foxborough to defeat the Patriots 25-20. Of course, I'm going to do the usual. I'm going to do the game stats. I'm going to talk about the positive, negatives, and just a tiny bit of talk about our upcoming opponent, the Vikings. If you're seeing this on Thursday when we play the Vikings, I deeply apologize. I know I got caught up on my work again, but hopefully I can release this and at least the Vikings preview, let's say before the game. Basically, that's a huge goal of mine. So whenever you're seeing this, Wednesday when I'm recording this, Thursday, doesn't matter. Hope you still enjoy this video regardless. So I'm trying to shorten down my videos a lot. So I'm gonna basically fly through the stats. I'm not even going to talk much about it. Then the positive, negatives, I'll go more in depth and then talk a little bit about the Vikings. I really don't want another long video, and sorry I'm talking quiet. My family members are in the room or outside of the room that I'm recording in, so I don't want to disturb you. Right, so without further ado, of course, make sure to subscribe. We lost 2 subscribers. It's a sucky feeling, but we're still above 260 and we're at 261. We can still do this. Alright, please like, please comment. As long as it's not appropriate, I'll definitely look at it. Please follow my socials. All links below are in the description below. Discord, still a work in progress. And yeah, without further ado, play that intro video. Let's get it.
And he's trying to extend! Touchdown! Philadelphia Eagles on Jalen Hurts!
Okay guys, welcome back. Let's go through the stats of the game. Again, I'm gonna fly through this, and even though whether away team or not, I'm still gonna list my Eagles first. So quarterback 1 leading the ship, Jalen Hurts, 22 for 33, 170 yards and 1 touchdown. Passing, rushing, Kenneth Gainwell, 14 carries for 54 yards, no touchdowns. Jalen also got 9 for 37. DeAndre Swift and Boston Scott both got a carry for 3 yards. We'll talk more about that. A.J. Brown, 7 receptions, 79 yards. Devontae Smith, 7 receptions, 47 yards. And Jalen Hurts is only passing touchdown. 4 for 20, Kenneth Gainwell. Quez Watkins got 2 for 17. Boston Scott and DeAndre Swift both got receptions. Boston Scott's was for 7, DeAndre Swift 0. Right? Reed Blankenship led tackles with 7 solo tackles and 4 assists. Justin Evans, who was our safety, one of our safeties this game, along with Reed Blankenship, 4 for 3, and Nakobe Dean was also 4 for 3 as middle linebacker. Okay. And, of course, gotta mention Jalen Carter got his first sack as an NFL player, and Jordan Davis got half of a sack. Right? Darius Slay, of course, had leave the game's only interception with a pick 6. Right? Jake Elliott was 4 for 4 on field goals. Yes, sadly, he missed the PAT, but still an excellent day from him. Right? Let's go on to the New England Patriots. See, did that quick. Let's keep going. Mac Jones was the Patriots starter, obviously, this game. He went 35 for 54, 316 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception, which was the pick 6. So technically, he threw for 4 touchdowns, but also had 3 touchdowns as well in the air, obviously. So Ezekiel Elliott, a familiar foe, 7 carries for 29 yards. Ramondre Stevenson, 12 carries for 25 yards. And Mac Jones also himself got 2 for 15, and Ty Montgomery got 1 for 7. Kendrick Bourne led receiving with six receptions, 64 yards. And actually, Ramondre Stevenson had that exact amount as well. But Kendrick Bourne actually scored 2 touchdowns too. He had a day. Hunter Henry 5 for 56, 1 touchdown. He also really had a good day. Gesicki had 3 for 36. Juju Smith-Schuster, another familiar foe, 4 for 33. Ezekiel Elliott for 5 for 15. And Demario Douglas got 4 for 40. Right. For the defense, Christian Gonzalez actually got a corner sack. I do remember that. Matthew Judon, of course. It is Matthew Judon got a sack. And Josh Uche, another important part of that defense for New England. Christian Gonzalez also led tackles with 5 and 2 assists. And Miles Bryant, had 5 for 1. Right. Chad Ryland, I don't think he attempted a field goal. I think he just hit 2 PATs, I believe. It says 2 points, but I'm pretty sure the Patriots scored 3 this game. So, I don't think he scored any field goals though. Right, so as you can see, those just 3-minute stats. Just want to just get it out there. Of course, I'll have a graphic where I'll only show the stat leaders and not anyone else. So you can see that. So yeah, that went by pretty quickly. Let's move on to the positives from this game. We got to start with the positives first. Again, we won this game, so let's go. First of all, Darius Slay, incredible way to start the game. Not too much to really say here. Darius Slay still looking quick and still looks like a really, really good corner. Obviously, he's one of the best in the league, so it's nice to see him still have that form, and I'm glad he's still on this team. So great way to start this game, set the tone for this game early. I know the tone was really it was just not really good. We won. A win's a win, but it's really sloppy. We have things to work on, but that's for the negative segment. I'll get to that. Right, defensive line, especially Fletcher Cox. The vet Fletcher Cox stepped up big at the end of the game. When we needed pressures, when we needed a sack to force at least a second or third down. I can't remember what the specific situations were. We got it done. The defensive line got it done. Awesome. All right. And again, the veteran Fletcher Cox, he obviously not as good as his peak or his prime right now. Of course, age catches up to everyone. But Fletcher Cox still has it. And he stepped up great at the end of the game. Love it. And let's keep going. Jalen Carter, looking like he's getting a lot of really nice pressures. It looks really easy too. I know it's not easy at all, but yeah, he's moving past I think he was lined up in the interior, I believe. So he's getting past the guard really well. And again, he's in the interior, so he's getting past that offensive line, and he's getting to the quarterback, and he got his first NFL sack. Congrats to him. And Jalen Carter, can't believe we snagged that guy. Absolutely can't believe we got him. I know we had a high pick because Howie, he's a mastermind, but still though, glad to have Jalen on this team. I'm so excited to see what he can do for years to come. Right, Kenneth Gainwell. Right. Again, if I go back to the stats, I know stats aren't everything. 14 for 54. Still though, he still ran pretty well. I like it, but I'm going to talk about this in the preview, not the preview to the Vikings, but just when I'm talking about our next opponent really briefly, the Vikings. Yeah, I think he's out for the game. So, it was a short week, Thursday nights, and we're not going to be fully healthy, and it sucks, but next man up. All right. So yeah, Kenneth Gainwell was really running really well. Rashad Penny didn't play because it was a healthy scratch. But yeah, Kenneth Gainwell was the running back one for this game, and he did pretty solid, right? And my last positive, obviously, Jake Elliott. He was super clutch. Yeah, he missed a PAT, but who cares? He got his 12 points alone with 4 field goals, and those field goals weren't easy at all. That PAT, I'll admit, yeah, those field goals were after the winds and the rains. The rain kind of died down, and he did miss a PAT in those conditions. I get that, but that was clutch. And those weren't easy distances either. So Jake Elliott, kudos to you. You deserve Special Teams Player of the Week. If we didn't have you as our kicker that game, or we just had someone just not as good as you, we're not winning that game. Plain and simple. That was an excellent performance from you. And again, without you, we wouldn't have won that. So all props to you, Jake Elliott. You're one of the most consistent, better kickers in the league, or one of the best even, if you want to make that argument. He's super consistent and barely misses. That's a kicker you want in this league, and we had that kicker that last Sunday, and he got us 12 points alone. Amazing job, Jake Elliott. Love having you on this team. Absolutely. All right. So we're 10 minutes into the video. We're doing pretty good. I mean, I don't want game reviews to be too long, so let's move on to the negatives. All right. So for the negatives, honestly, all three coordinators had signs of concern. Right, Brian Johnson, Sean Desai, Michael Clay. Yeah, it was tough. All right, let's talk more about the defense first with Sean Desai. He's trying to go for a more aggressive approach, and sometimes it worked really well this game. And and especially at the end of the game, there's a point I don't remember if it was just a blitz or it was a 5-man rush or something like that. I don't really remember, because obviously your standard is 4-man rush because we have a 4-3 defense. But I don't know if you just sent an extra guy or if you just sent the house this one play. I don't really remember. But especially at the end of the game, he was aggressive and it paid off. All right. So Sean Desai, it's the first game. I'm not ready to give up on anybody the first game. Like, seriously, gotta relax. Like, I was disappointed in Brian Johnson, but I know some of these guys are probably trolling. But like, I saw already pictures on Eagles Twitters, either with Red X. With Brian Johnson saying fire Brian Johnson. It's the first game. Like, relax. We'll fix this stuff. All right. But definitely some confusions in the secondary, especially that one Kendrick Bourne touchdown. I know I'm kind of cherry picking a play, but Bradbury thought he had safety help from Justin Evans, but nobody was there in that zone of the field. And it was just a big touchdown for Kendrick Bourne. And there's just confusions there. No matter which play, especially not early into the game, but maybe second, third quarter, there was guys getting open, be it Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki, Kendrick Bourne, etc. It was really annoying to see those holes in the secondary. But hey, look, a lot of these things, it's just rust. I get it. That's not like a great excuse, but I mean, I don't think a lot of no starters besides DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny and all the running backs played in the preseason. So obviously we're going to be rusty. Coordinators are going to be rusty, right? I'm not too heavily concerned. The main thing I'm concerned about for the Vikings game is just injuries. I think we're going to definitely clean this up. But that Patriots offense, it did pretty good. Besides that pick six, I think they have a sneaky good offense there. But there's things to clean up. Right, so also did want to mention, I know the defensive line stepped up at the end of the game, but I'll be honest, there was times, especially certain players, I mean, I don't want to put them on the bus, but we had times where we struggled to just get past the offensive line. I thought I got too ahead of myself. I thought we were going to get a big load of pressure on Mac Jones because, the concerns to the Patriots all-line, but they actually held their own this game. They were not letting Mac Jones get hit that much at all, right? I know Hassan Reddick struggled, to get off his man, to get off the offensive tackle. And I mean, he got close several times. I think he actually, I don't know if it was half a sack, which he shared with Jordan Davis. I don't really remember, but I think he got there once. Even so, Josh Sweat, Hassan Reddick off the edge, we did struggle there. We're struggling to get off the man, the offensive tackle, and just get pressure. I mean, we did get pressure, but we just couldn't finish the job, and it was frustrating. But again, we stepped up at the end of the game. It shows, even early, if we struggle with that aspect, we still have a great defensive line. And hopefully we can clean those mistakes, and we can get ready for a Vikings offensive line that is, there's two big injuries, I believe, Darisaw and Bradbury, that I want to talk about. But in the Vikings preview, not in this video. All right, so and then that's pretty much it for the defense. Defense still got us stops. It still kept us in this game though, so I'm not complaining a whole lot. That was just my 2 cents. All right, Brian Johnson's offense. I am severely disappointed in Brian Johnson's offense. I get it. Players on offense are rusty. They're still trying. I mean, I don't even know if they're still trying to find your identity on offense. I get it. It's a new coordinator. It's gonna take time to learn, but I'm not saying it's easy. Just oh, do read option this play. Oh, you should run four versus. No, I'm not trying to say that. Yeah, but still though, I expected at least a little bit more, or actually quite a bit more from Brian Johnson's offense. I get it. We're getting out of preseason. Yeah, most of the starters didn't play preseason, but it was still a very basic offense you ran, Brian Johnson. It just did not look creative at all. Vanilla even. Like, what happened to Goddard and Swift? Like, I get it. Kenneth Gainwell had a breakout year last year. I love it that you're giving him most of the carries as running back one. But even if you name him running back one, which is fine for that game, like, you can't just give him the ball every single time. We have a very, very nice offense with a bunch of weapons, a lot of versatility. And you only gave DeAndre Swift one carry. Like, what is going on, Brian Johnson? This is just disappointing. Like, this is yeah, Dallas Goedert too. Like, I think we targeted him at points in the third and fourth quarter, but by then, he was barely getting the ball. Like, it's crazy. Dallas Goedert is one of our freaking weapons on this team. All right. And yeah, we just couldn't get him the ball. It's just so disappointing to see. Boston Scott as well got a carry for 3 yards too. This has to be better than that. There's no sense of urgency, no sense of creativeness. It just felt so basic, and we're so much more better than that. We have to hold the standards higher, right? With that being said, look. I'm not saying Hurts is washed now. Like, why would you even say that? Genuinely, did Hurts play a good game? Honestly, even with the offensive scheme, no. I expected more from Hurts as well. But look, he didn't play all of preseason. This is expected. This is definitely expected. All right. So, main thing from Hurts that I saw was just I don't know. I get it. You have to get back into that groove, but he did miss some wide open targets and definitely, some better options there. And it was a little frustrating to see. Jalen Hurts, I believe one of those plays, I think he was trying to throw to A.J. Brown, but, it was just double covered. Like, the safety came down and helped the corner in that one. He still needs to get back into the groove. I get it. Even so, though, he still made some really nice passes as well. Genuinely, especially that Devontae Smith touchdown right where he can get it. Jalen also still looks nice, running the football. But yeah, he still had struggles this game, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna clean that up. Absolutely. And come game time tomorrow, I think we're definitely gonna look better on offense. Absolutely, because even though it was a short week, there was still a lot of stuff to learn about, a lot of stuff to learn from. And Jalen Hurts is not the type of dude that just sit there and say, "Oh, had a bad game. It is what it is." No, he's a competitor. He's gonna learn from that. He's never satisfied with himself. And Jalen, yes, you do not have the best of games Sunday, but does that mean I'm gonna write you off and say, "Oh yeah, Hurts is gonna regress this season"? No, absolutely not. Like, that's not how that works. All right. So yeah, that's about it. I might not even put Hurts struggled on really the negatives segment either, because it was kind of, he made really nice plays, but he also struggled at times. And I mean, he's rusty, so it's kind of a double-edged sword, honestly. Like, that's how I think about it. But even if I put in the negative side, the negative segment, I just want people to know I'm not saying he's regressing or he sucks now. He did not have the best of games, and that's okay. We're getting back into the groove of the NFL season. You remember in the Lions game? It was a really close game against the Lions. We had stuff we were concerned about. Same thing here. Like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine, guys. Let's relax. All right. And just to end it off, since this video's gone to 20 minutes, special teams definitely had their flashes. I believe there's two. I think Sidney Brown was on kick and punt coverage this game. He was a really hard hitter, in special teams, made really nice tackles. So it shows flashes, but still not really impressive. So Aaron Sipos, I'm still not a huge fan of him, but this is the best we got so far. I think Quez Watkins was on returns this game. Punt return, kick returns, punt. Yeah, Burton Covey and Quez Watkins. They didn't really show anything too special, honestly. They did their jobs. Special teams is just nothing really special about special teams. Yeah, basically special teams not so special for us last season and this season. And I don't want to be harsh, but that's just a unit we're just not the best at, genuinely, right? So yeah, we're at 20 minutes right now. That's gonna be it for the negative segment. So positive, negatives, pretty even. Still a win's a win, but sloppy. We got to take care of some stuff. And if you're watching this Thursday, if I do upload this Thursday, we're gonna have to beat them, and we cannot play like that against the Vikings. I know they're missing some guys too. There's concerns as well for their team. Again, I'm not saying just because they lost the Buccaneers week 1, their season's over, they suck. No, I'm not gonna overlook the Vikings. We cannot play against the Vikings like that. We have the ability to win and even win big, but we can't overlook this opponent. It's not gonna be like last year. We're gonna be missing some guys. Because last year, it was Monday Night Football. We had a longer week. This year, now it's Thursday Night Football, shorter week. All right, so this brings a nice segue into the Vikings segment. So I'm only gonna very, very briefly talk about it. Main concerns for us, just injuries, and for them too. Injuries and the trenches are what gonna decide this game. I know I said trenches for the Patriots game here too, but the trenches are gonna be what's deciding this game, because the Vikings online, they've been letting Kirk get hit a lot, and they have 2 big injuries to their offensive line, Garrett Bradbury and Christian Darrisaw. And that's going to hurt them a lot, because we still have a really, really good defensive line that's, for the most part, healthy. I think our injuries are Reed Blankenship, Nakobe Dean, and Kenneth Gainwell, which is, it's concerning. Kenneth Gainwell, that's why you just split the carries. I love Kenneth Gainwell getting all those carries, and he ran really well too, but you needed to involve DeAndre Swift into that. Brian Johnson, geez, come on, right? Reed Blankenship, that's going to hurt us. Nakobe Dean, that's going to hurt us a lot, because middle linebacker depth. I'll talk more about that in the Vikings preview, but wow. Maybe Howie makes some signings, some depth moves, to bide the time. Who knows? But yeah, that was a very brief segment for the Vikings game. Trenches, injuries. It's gonna be huge. Are we gonna get to Kirk or not? Yeah. And if we do, the Vikings still have a really nice offense. Linebackers have to take care of T.J. Hawkinson, the best tight ends in the league. Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison both look really nice. It's wide receiver 1 and 2. Who else? KJ Osborne is a wide receiver 3 too. You have to worry about him. Even so, I think KJ Osborne is not a bad wide receiver 3 whatsoever. So we have to worry about him. But more importantly, I'm not saying that to say KJ Osborne doesn't matter at all in the game. No, that's not what I'm saying. But Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, main priority right there. If we let them get loose, I get it. I know. This is a year ago, though. Darius Slay, yes, he did excellent against Justin Jefferson, but that was last year. We got to move on, all right? How is he going to do this game? I still think he's going to do decent, but I think Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison have the opportunity to just, if we keep them out of check, they're just going to run all over us. And, I forgot. Bradbury, not Garrett Bradbury, Vikings offensive lineman, but our corner, James Bradbury, one of the best corners in the league along with Slay. He's in concussion protocol. Oh my, this is going to be it's going to be tougher, way tougher than it looks. But next man up, we got to beat the Vikings, go 2-0. And then we have a long week to get ready for the Buccaneers game. Hopefully we can get healthy for that. Monday Night Football. All right, so yeah, that's about it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any other videos. Of course, please like, comment as long as it's appropriate. I'll definitely look at it. Of course, follow my socials, all links below in the description. And Discord is still work in progress, so check out for that. And yeah, that's about it. This is your friend Nidings signing out. Have a great day, guys.